I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
That's Booby.
Whoa, where'd he go? You knocked him out of the tree.
Did I?
Mm-hmm. This is Vita and Chip and Culpy.
Shout out to the big homie who's like, you are not allowed to wear this. You're not allowed to wear your rosary.
Who
you
said that?
filthy Protestant. It is not a fashion statement.
Oh.
Shout out to the big homie, whoever he is. I don't believe it's a fashion statement, Holmes. But I'm going to wear it. Because it means something to me.
Here, let me straighten it out for you so you can
leave
so
it.
You can
leave it.
sport it well.
Don't touch it. So shout out to him. I'm gonna wear it because I want to, and you know, hopefully you can find some peace, my guy, whoever you are. People get mad about the stupidest stuff a lot. What do we have?
Metallica.
Another controversial show at Middle America with Vin and Sori. So check that out.
Yeah.
We just got out of the My Sori Life live stream, which got cut out for whatever strange reason.
Yeah, I said there was 5 minutes left, and then it was like boom. Somebody was like, "I bet Sori's 5 minutes is not like Vin's 5 minutes that goes on for
It's like the opposite of mine.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as you said it, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, but that wasn't my plan. I was gonna go for another 5 minutes, but you're right. If I say 5 minutes,
all right,
there has to be some pretty wild circumstances for me to keep going.
No Leaf Clover.
Metallica.
Funny thing about this song, I first heard this song live because this was part of new Metallica, and I wasn't supposed to like new Metallica, so when this would come on the radio, I'd immediately turn it off.
Oh my gosh.
But then we saw Metallica at Tattoo the Earth with Slipknot and Slayer, and then, of course, what were we going to do?
It's not we. I wasn't with it. It was somebody else.
Yeah, so that's when I first heard the song. So, obviously didn't know the lyrics, but I'm very interested to see what the lyrics are.
For shame. This is Zonia again. Hopefully we can remember to put the picture in there. When she saw Gershok, she's sporting my Sori shirt, and the Sori Secret shirt. And I forgot to put it in the last video. I announced it. There was all this hype, and then nobody could see her. Nobody could see the skirt I was talking about. Nobody could see Gershok. It was a disaster. So, inshallah, it makes it into this one, and it's not another fail. Epic fail. Ready? Go.
All right. Wow.
It's pretty.
Huh?
Pretty. Wow.
Oh, shit. Yikes.
Yeah. That was a brand new one for y'all. Entitled No Leaf Clover, man. Righteous.
Righteous.
That's good. Yeah, I remember when people went through a phase where they would say that. Righteous. What?
I never listened. So when it was live, they didn't have all this.
This is.
They had the
unbelievable.
orchestra back there.
Yeah.
So I missed the whole thing. This is another one of those things I missed because I was dumb. Because everybody was like, "Oh, new Metallica." I was like, "Oh, this is new." Ugh.
Yeah.
Back to Shortest Straw for the
Oh my
10 millionth
gosh.
time.
This is wicked, wicked good.
I really, really liked it. Good Lord, I liked it. You know, I said it before. I said Metallica, as far as like bands that we've listened to, has grown and evolved the most. Which is interesting because there's so much backlash to their evolution, you know, which I was not in the middle of it because I ran into Metallica late. So I didn't realize that there were different types of Metallica fans. So when I ran into those people, if there was somebody else to pull me aside and say, "Look, kid, there are Metallica fans that only like old Metallica and will only say that there is some of the really good new stuff. You're allowed to like the new stuff, but you know, I was just going along with the
Party line.
I was
That's so
like,
funny because they're not usually like that.
Well, I had just recently gotten to metal. I had no idea. So, you know, so I was like, oh yeah. So Shortest Straw, which I love Shortest Straw. Shortest Straw is probably my favorite Metallica song of all time. And lyrically, it was really good. It comes to be that the soothing line at the end of your tunnel is a freight train coming your way.
Yeah.
That is like very vivid imagery and says a lot
I was
with
like,
a little
whoa, yeah.
bit. That says a ton with a little bit. I gotta give it to him for that one. I generally I go back and forth on Hetfield and like his ability as a writer. Mm-hmm. But this one, he did very, very good with this song. Mm-hmm. What were you thinking? What were you gonna say?
No, I when it hit that part too, I was like, because I was picturing a soothing light at the end of the tunnel. And I didn't know where it was going.
And the instrumentation.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, okay, this is good. Like something.
Yeah.
And then it turned into a freight train. I was like, yo, yeah. It took me by surprise.
Yeah. It was really, really good.
I appreciated that moment.
It's interesting too because they put the heavy part in the verse, and then the soft part with the chorus, and it was kind of like, feels right this time, and then they slowed it down in the verse and made it all nice, nice and melodic. But he's saying a bunch of heavy shit there.
Yeah.
That it comes to be that the soothing light at the end, but it's very melodic though. That it comes to be. Freight train.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart writing, bruh. Hats off to the big homie. What do you think the song's talking about? So it's called No Leaf Clover.
I mean, a 4-leaf clover means you have good luck.
Right.
This doesn't even have 3 leaves. It's a no-leaf clover, so it's like everything is going bad for you. I'm assuming.
Yeah, but in the song, it looks like things are going good. It feels right this time on this crash course with the big time. But then it's pay no mind to the distant thunder. New day fills his head with wonder.
Yeah. So it's looking like it's going to be good, but then it's not. That's all leading up to the train.
Turned around and found the right line.
That's all leading up to the train.
Good day to be alive. Good
there was
day
this
to be
movie.
alive.
I don't know how to explain it to you because you're not going to know the explanations I'm giving. So there was a movie called it was a bride movie.
Princess Bride?
No, it was one where his daughter is getting married. It's an older movie. His daughter's getting married and he has a really hard time with it because she's growing up.
Father of the Bride.
Father of the Bride. Do you remember the guy, Franck, the one that like ran the wedding? Like he was like the artist behind it. Remember that guy?
No.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
Well, he played in this movie called like Pure Luck or something like that. And it was just like the guy just had horrible luck start to finish. And the woman had horrible luck start to finish. And like, it didn't matter how good anything was looking, like it was always going to go bad because they just had bad luck all the time. It was a cute movie because she ends up getting lost, so they hire him because they figure he'll land in the same spot she does because he has such bad luck. But yeah, so it's like that, you know what I mean? Like it's going to go bad. Like some people it's like
yeah,
that.
but it's not. But I agree, it's going to go bad, but it doesn't. This is not a guy who.
Everything goes bad for you, right?
It
feels right
good,
this time.
It's good stuff is happening, but then there's something in the back of his head where it's like, yo, because the freight train doesn't like hit him like completely by surprise because it says pay no mind to the distant thunder, so he knows something is something isn't right, but then every day there's all this wonder. You made it to the big times on the crash course with the big time, turned around and found the right line. It feels right this time. I just feel like it's like the denial that you have when you're trying to attain your goal and you're trying to and you're not looking at anything else, and then there's all this hey, there's a problem, and you're like, nah. And then it finally catches up with you. I think that's what that song's about. Which is pretty freaking that's pretty scary. It's a pretty scary thought. Like that thing that you wanted, but then there's all these prices that have to get paid to attain it. But then you're like ignoring the all the distant thunderous, whatever. It's like that's the human experience. Sucker for that quick reward. Sucker. I was watching this thing on Dateline one time, and it was about these kids, and it was this whole thing with the cookie thing. And they were like, "Look, if you can stay in this room with this one cookie." You can stay in this room for this one cookie.
It was only like for 5 minutes or something.
For 5 minutes, we'll give you 10 cookies.
Yeah.
And they'll all be yours, but you have to not. You have to not.
You can't touch it.
Yeah. Well, then a lot of the kids broke.
Yeah. If you get a chance to watch it, it's super cute. Watching them as they're like trying not to break, and then eventually when they do break, it's hilarious.
It's also pretty terrifying.
Yeah, I suppose.
I remember watching. I was like 10, 11 when I saw that, and I was like, oh my gosh.
They must have done a more recent one that I saw.
I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. I remember thinking as a little kid, like, this is bad. These kids have no self-control. Of course, I'm pretty sure at 11 I'd have been okay. I would have waited. But
I could have waited.
The little at me at 6, no way. You put the cookie there, forget it.
I could have waited at any point.
Yeah. So sucker for that quick reward.
There was a lot of discipline in my family. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're not supposed to eat the cookie. Don't eat the cookie.
Well, the thing is, they weren't saying you're not supposed to eat the cookie.
No, but they said if you wait for 5 minutes,
you're allowed to eat the cookie.
You wait for 5 minutes, you'll get a whole pile. I could make that sacrifice to eat the whole pile.
Doesn't it feel right like this? All the pieces fall to his wish. Sucker for that quick reward. It's true. Like if you're one of those people that you can't have any sort of delayed gratification, it's got to be right there, right now. We have conflicts about that, like with the channel.
Yeah.
Like if something is like, if you see some sort of like immediate kickback, you're a lot more apt to do something than to say, yeah, but it's gonna bear fruit in the future. You know, you're like, no, you know. But most of the things that come quick are generally a trap. You know, when you think about gambling, like what's the whole point of gambling, right? Is that you can, the type of money that it would take you 7 to 8 years to earn by hard work and saving, you can have it now.
Right.
And it just, it's too much of a temptation for people to.
Yeah, for some people, yep.
People can't overcome it. So this is like real true to life stuff. But then the guy is like participating in his own kind of destruction because he says it feels right this time. He keeps saying, oh, this time it feels right. And then, oh, doesn't it feel right like this? All the pieces fall to his wish. Like you're in a space in life and there's no resistance, there's no hard work, there's no nothing. It's just falling into place. Like you should know like something's wrong here. Like it should tell you immediately, we got a problem. But he doesn't get it. So I think that this is like, I like precautionary tales.
You do.
I love precautionary tales. Like that's one of the appeals to the show The Twilight Zone to me. Was a lot of them were just precautionary tales. Like there was one guy that basically said, I wish he hated people, he hated being around people, and then he woke up and he was by himself. And then he was really happy because, you know, hey, I'm by myself, and he's in this library with all his books or whatever, and then his glasses broke. And, you know. And I really thought, oh my god, he's never going to be able to read again. It's like, yeah, he can't scavenge and find glasses at all. Like, there's nobody on the planet Earth that needed glasses, just him. You know what I mean? Like, but you get the idea, like, you know, be careful what you wish for type of thing. So, there's so many angles where people will, and that's the whole point of that biblical story. A lot of people miss the point of the biblical story, like the significance of it. Even Jordan Peterson missed it, because if Jordan Peterson would have picked up on it, he would have had a field day with it. With Esau and Jacob. With the stew. And there's this, you know, so, you know, Esau's out there in the field and he's like, I'm gonna die. And Jacob's like, yeah, I'll give you some of my stew, but you gotta sell me your birthright. And then Esau goes, I don't care about my birthright, you can have it, give me the stew.
What good is my birthright if I'm dead?
Right, which is bullshit. He was not going to die, he was just hungry. And then he sold away his birthright for a pot of stew. And so, and then it says, so Esau despised his birthright, is what it says after he, you know. And it's a really crazy idea that you could sell major things that belong to you. You could lose things that belong to you because you want some instant gratification. And so that's a major precautionary tale for sure. For sure. I like the song. Very good. I'm not sure. The song was so beautiful and powerful that I'm not sure that the lyrical value of what he's trying to communicate is being appreciated.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But it was interesting because he kept repeating the same stuff basically over and over. That chorus got repeated a lot.
Yeah.
But the instrumentation was so beautiful that I was glad they didn't put some ridiculously crazy in-depth lyrics top to bottom that didn't repeat, because I needed some repetitive stuff so I could just focus on the music.
Well, yeah, and the riff was pretty simple. Da 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 da. You know, it was very, very simple, but very, very powerful song. I loved it. I'll probably this is another one of my my
Shower songs.
A shower song for sure.
Excuse me.
And we haven't seen Metallica in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Right.
So shout out to all the people who will inevitably be angry at the fact that we did a Metallica review. Thank you very much. What do you give the song?
Oh, a 10.
It's a 10 for me, for
Yeah,
sure.
easy 10.
For sure, easy 10. Welcome back, Metallica. We'll be doing 7 more Metallica reviews in the next 2 days. I'm just messing with you guys. We haven't done Metallica in about 3 weeks. All right. It's a 10 for me. What is it, 10 for you?
Yep.
Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone.